Broke Day 2025. Here comes the first of the two Group 1s. It's the JJ Atkins for 2-year-olds at 1,600 metres. Very old race, Davo. First contested in 1893, and there's a sample of some of the big name winners.
Some big names there, Marto. The Autumn Sun broadsiding a few that certainly catch my eye, and it's been a race that's been a real launching pad for future stars.
And you think this year's launching pad will be occupied by Qlty? Just keeps stepping up. The local Colts make it 4 straight with a dominant effort in the BRC size.
Yeah, obviously we've got to go wet to dry, but as we pick up the replay, I'll be able to pick him up in the run here, and you see him come through the middle of the pack. There he is back there, and he just handles these conditions really well. I loved his late strength. That to me suggests that the 1,600 metres is going to suit him here, and yes, you can be forgiving of a few of them back in the pack here. He probably didn't handle the conditions, but look, as Marto said, he just keeps on winning this horse, and I like the way when they raise the bar, he keeps jumping it, and there's no reason he can't do it again today. The late strength was really good, and excited to see him step out to a mile now.
Most worried about the Sydney Colt and Hidden Achievement. Gets blinkers first time today.
Yeah, he was in a slowly run race the other day, but I thought his late sectionals were really good. I think he's going to profile like the extra trip's going to suit, and that gear change could help him. Grafter Burners, out of that same replay we saw, it's got to be a chance back onto a firmer track. And Aerodrome, he's really tough, and I think he'll see out the mile fine. But happy to go with Qlty to win again.
And over to you, Qlty. Like Grafter Burners went up at $8, late $9 back into $7.50, attracting interest, and it's always shaped like the mile would be ideal.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just swung the other way. I thought he was better than Qlty, to be honest, in the Champagne. He was never on the track, and he was still there swinging right till the end. And that was a tough track latest, and he covered a lot of ground. He was backed to win that as well. So I don't think he'd be wide from gate 2. He's got to run the mile out. Qlty just keeps winning. I think there's a really exciting youngster down the bottom in Providence. Only had the 2 starts today, and his finale in the Sunrays race was excellent. And he was 12 to 1,500 at start number 2. So he's a wooden bastard. I think he's going to have a really nice future. Navy Pilot was next for me. I'm 2-1-16-10.
Let's have a look at what's happening late with the bookies. And Hidden Achievement, 480 into 460. Joins Qlty, 420 out to 460. Grafter Burners is 9 into 750. Attracts interest everywhere. Providence in the mix for Gator, 750 out to 9, back into $8. And Farnicle is $13 into $10. Covered some ground last time out in the sires. And Gaze won 3 of these, Gator.
Yeah, it has that, and that was only his 3rd career start the other day. So how much room is there to improve? Well, there's clearly some, and he beat all but one. It was Qlty, and he gets onto a dry track. The only time he's been on a dry ground, he beat Regulated Affair, who you saw run really well earlier today.
And if you're after a real bolter, Thea Creek is 101 into $81. The first of the Group 1s for $1 million is the JJ Atkins, and here's David.
Then won the listed Dalrillo. Then won the Group 2 Spirit of Boom, and then won the Group 2 Size Produce. So it's been a faultless preparation, and they can't take those wins away from him. But today is the day that counts. It's grand final day, and Qlty is the Atkins favourite. Here's the Creek coming up for Peter and Will Hulbert. 5 or 6 to move in. The Creek goes up. Call Da Vinci goes in. Very good in the Size Produce. So we're waiting on the Bear, Aerodrome, Zootonium, Meet George, and Hidden Achievement. Blinker's first time Hidden Achievement. Will it be a Waller Masterstroke? He's been well back. Punters are right into him. 460 behind. In fact, 460 co-favourite now with Qlty. So he's been well backed. Meet George coming up. Zootonium will be the last one to move in. So we're just about ready to go. Now they're all in. No Zootonium. There might be an issue in the barrier stalls, because I notice several of the BRC barrier boys are grouping with a horse in its Grafter Burners. Grafter Burners has been released from the Gage News from our chairman of stewards. Yes, Josh? Thank you. So Grafter Burners was fractious in the barrier stalls. As a result, it's been released from the gates and is now undergoing the eye of the veterinary surgeon. Craig Williams standing there. I was going to say patiently, but probably a little but turbed as well as it undergoes this vet check. Right in the market, the third favourite. Meanwhile, Zootonium and Mead George, they wait their turns. Yes, 460 Qlty and Hidden Achievement. Locked in betting battle. Zootonium goes in. Stand by, news coming through broadcast. Cleared to run, thank you. Afterburners is cleared to run. Mead George has gone up. Williams about to hop back in the saddle of Afterburners. He'll take his place back in the barrier stalls. And then we'll be set for a dispatch in the Atkins. So Afterburners coming up to barrier 2. Goes in. Right to run. Set. Light switched on. Starter has the button. Racing. The big field came out at a good line, bar Hidden Achievement. He was stone motherless last out of the gates. The Bear, one of the roughies, fast away. Sweet Pretender, Mead George showing speed. Right up there was Aerodrome, and not too far away, Talk to Be Sure. Afterburners landing about 6th on the rail. Qlty, he's midfield and 3 wide, but improving. Then Zootonium, Farnicle and Zebra Finch, followed by Talk to Be Sure. Then came Call Da Vinci. Hidden Achievement is now making ground after the average start. A long way back, Navy Parlour with Providence. And Mortal Halo last of the 16. Into the first bend, short of 1,000 left to run. The Bear leads. Aerodrome trailing in second. 2 away third, Sweet Pretender. A length away, Mead George in fourth. A length and a half, Afterburners fifth on the inside of Qlty. At the midway point, he's now in a good spot. Travelling 6-1 off the fence. Zootonium was wide. They're followed by the Creek and Zebra Finch inside that pair. Then Talk to Be Sure, Farnicle, Hidden Achievement, Call Da Vinci, Providence, Navy Pilot, and Mortal Halo whipped them in. Onto the turn, 500 left to run. The Bear in front, but Aerodrome is closing. Mead George third, Sweet Pretender gone. Qlty now starting to blend into the race. The Creek and Afterburners coming wider. Where's Hidden Achievement trying to make ground towards the inside? Qlty raced up and hit the lead. Went by Aerodrome, then Hidden Achievement. Afterburners, Farnicle, Providence running on. They're down towards the 200 metres. Qlty in front. Hidden Achievement is trying hard. Harley rides desperately. Qlty in front. Archie, can you make it the grand final? You can! He wins! Qlty! A Group 1 winning comp beat Hidden Achievement. Third over the line was Call Da Vinci and Providence was fourth. Then Aerodrome, Afterburners, Talk to Be Sure. Navy Pilot, Farnicle, Mead George, the Bear. Well back was the Creek. Then came Zebra Finch, Mortal Halo, and Sweet Pretender was last over the line.
Behind Qlty, giving Chris Muntz his second Group 1 and Martin Harley his first Group 1 in Australia and his 6th in his career. We'll get the boys' thoughts on the brilliant performance of Qlty in the first of the Group 1s, the JJ Atkins, shortly.
Yeah, true that. And the distance, look, it's hard to take anything away from him. He just quickens, doesn't he? He puts races away, travels, and he was in front a long way from home and kept going too well. I think Providence will make a really nice horse, so one for the future.
Good side who wins, good horse who wins on a heavy 10 size produce, and a JJ Atkins on a good 3.
Yeah, always good to see the Queenslanders knock off the expensive Colts. I love to see it each and every time, and great story and too good Qlty.
Just repeating, Chris Muntz gets his second Group 1, combining with son Corey, and Martin Harley gets his 6th career Group 1, but his first Group 1 in Australia. Dominant performance in the first of the Group 1s by Qlty. Second of the Group 1s, the Stradbroke. It's time to go in just over an hour from now.